Hello everybody, today's video is going to be the review video on the Speedy B25, which means it's 25 centimeters across. The actual opening of the zipper is only 21 centimeters. So from here to here, the widest part is about 14 to 15 centimeters. And the height of the bag, meaning from here to here at the highest point, is 18 centimeters. So the strap has three parts to it, as you can see here. You can detach the middle part here to make it shorter if you prefer. The whole strap will give you 44 inches in length from the clip to the other clip. And since I have it in the middle setting, you can possibly adjust it to the shortest setting, which is 42, or the longest setting, which is 46 inches. If you decide to remove the middle part, then you will lose 15 inches. This bag comes with a lock, which you can attach to the zipper pulls here together, but I never really wear my locks. The date code is in this leather tab here underneath the pocket. On the newer version, the actual pocket is lined in fabric even on the inside, which is nice because the older ones, their lining in the inside pocket has like a plastic coating. On the opposite side, on one of the tabs inside, there is a D-ring. I'm sure you're already aware of this, but I'll just mention it. So mine is the Speedy bandoulière. A lot of people call it Speedy B, which means the one that has a strap, a removable crossbody strap, and mine is in the size 25. The classic Speedy doesn't have the removable strap. It has a small leather tab that is sewn on each side that comes out, and it's only a handheld bag. The difference between the two is a few $100s. But because mine is in the bandoulière version, mine features a double zipper pull. So it has a zipper pull on each side of the bag. And the difference also is on the side of the bag. So as you can see, there is a buckle where you attach the removable strap. And then there's two pieces of leather that are sewn straight vertically like that on each side. Also provides sort of a continuous line with the strap when you wear it. The zipper for the classic one is only one zipper pull, therefore you do have a little bit more space in terms of the actual opening. But pretty much aside from these two features, it is exactly the same as the classic Speedy. Louis Vuitton stamp on it. It's the same on all four sides. Louis Vuitton stamped on it as well. Because mine is made in France, it also says Louis Vuitton Paris made in France. So the other side is just plain. The clips have Louis Vuitton stamped on it on each side. Where the leather is finished, it looks like this, and the other side is smooth. There is a little bit of a difference in terms of the shininess of the brass. I think they use two different materials. This is something that I've noticed on all the Speedy bandoulière. On the actual bag itself, all the brass hardware, the golden brass hardware, have a duller sort of finish. Maybe dull is not the right word. It's more like a matte finish. But definitely on the clips on the strap, they are definitely a lot shinier and just seems a lot more luxurious. On the newer versions of the Speedies, these little tabs here, forget the name, they're a little bit raised, so it's a little bit puffy. If you can see it's a little bit puffier, whereas the old one is flat. It's just like a flat piece of leather that is sewn on it. I think both ways look really nice. It is one piece of continuous canvas from this side to the other. Therefore, the logo on one side will be the right side, and then the other side will just be upside down. You can see there's a little bit of the wrinkle here from when the bag was folded. Ever since I took it home, I opened up my bag and I've been storing it open, so it's still there. Again, I think it's because my bag is still relatively new. Because this bag has a zipper closure, it's very secure. The size 25 is the smallest Speedy size that you can find. And even though it is quite compact, you can still fit quite a bit in it. It is a black hole, really. Because it is also the smallest size, I find that once you fill it up with stuff, it doesn't quite sag as much as the larger size. Obviously, because of this print, the damier band, and also the leather that is coated, it is an all-weather bag. I also made a couple videos regarding vachetta, so if you want to see that, you can click on the link here. As far as the Speedy bag goes, I really like the iconic look, obviously, and I really enjoy the use of the rolled handles. I find that this is probably one of the most comfortable handles that can be made for any bag. You can remove the strap whenever you don't want to use the strap. And to be honest, I prefer the look of the leather like this going down. Some people think it's uglier, but I actually really like the look of the Speedy bandoulière even without the strap, and I especially like it in these vachetta monogram print. In terms of like the actual look of the leather going down like this, I think it's just beautiful. In terms of cons, I find that because it is still a black hole, even though this is the smallest Speedy size, things can get so shuffled and so hard to find that it can get frustrating. So that's definitely one con. And because the opening of the bag is not quite as big as the regular Speedies, then it adds to it. One thing you can do to sort of mitigate that problem though is to use a organizer. So I've made a review on this organizer, which is the Samorga organizer, and I really do like it. I will put a link down below as well for you to look it up and to see what I put inside and how I fit it in the Speedy. You'll see that I actually fit my entire water bottle inside as well. Any organizer, whether you choose the Samorga or not, it does take up some space in your bag, and so it's good and bad. So the good is that it does make your bag more structured, therefore there's no sagging. The bad is that while you have more compartments and it's definitely a lot more organized, it's still, you know, it still takes up space, and you may feel like you used to be able to shove so much more things in your bag, whereas now you really need to organize them, and then you just feel that you can't just shove everything in, because it just doesn't make sense. The damier band leather, the brown one, is definitely a lot more stiff. It's beautiful though, like it's perfect, but it's definitely a lot more stiff than vachetta. If you watch my video on vachetta, you'll know that it's so buttery soft, and that over time with regular use it becomes even softer, it molds to your skin, but obviously it has its disadvantages. One of you asked me if this will fit a regular iPad, and the answer is no. You can fit it vertically in the bag, but that just doesn't make sense because you can't close it anyway, and the iPad itself is just bigger than this bag anyway, especially if you have a case. This is the Never Full Pochette in the MM size, which is the same as the GM size, and so you can see that basically they're about the same size because my bag is empty, so you can make it sag a little bit and then put it in, but I guess you can. You actually can. You can put it in. Also wanted to show you that the 6-key holder does fit in this pocket quite well, even vertically. So for easy access, it definitely is very handy. You can also fit it across. Even the leather here inside the pocket is not quite as soft as vachetta, so it does kind of like scratch your skin when you put your hand in it. One of you also asked me whether I would consider buying it in the classic Speedies as a collector's item, and my answer is that I personally wouldn't. I still don't consider myself to be a true collector because I do use all of the bags that I buy, and I buy them for practical reasons other than the fact that I love them and I love the design and I love the fashion house obviously, and just like the luxury and the quality behind it. So in that sense, I wouldn't buy the classic Speedy to add to my collection since I'm not really a collector. However, if I was a true collector, then I will definitely buy the one in the classic Speedy, and I would probably choose like more of the limited editions. I did used to own a classic Speedy in the size 30. I don't use any more handheld bags, therefore I let it go. So while I do miss the actual bag and I do miss the actual zipper opening being so much bigger, and the size 30 was such a great size if you have a lot of things to stuff in it, but obviously it does become heavier. It's such a pretty bag if you want to only wear it handheld. In terms of a crossbody bag, I find that the smaller size is a little bit cuter and just seems to make more sense. Otherwise it would look like a duffel bag. Such a great bag for traveling. It's also great if you just want to wear anything casual. The Speedy is just such a great style to go with it. A lot of people either buy the Speedy or the Neverfull as their very first LV bag. You can't really go wrong with either one. I think you should just choose the one that makes your heart sing. Don't forget to subscribe and to like this video if you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Amy, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye!